So, how long are you gonna be gone for?
5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yeah.
All right, well, have fun at training.
Thanks.
See ya.
Look at the mont. There, back up and look at the mont. Look how wide this is.
That's not even on, Josh.
Yeah, we gotta stack it like 5 spacers on each end, you know?
We have a truckload of parts that just showed up in the mail, and I'm gonna explain to you guys exactly what we have here and why this is gonna look totally different if you guys watch till the end of the video. Hopefully I can get all this done in one day, but I'm gonna go ahead and install a Rough Country lift kit with a bunch of other awesome goodies from Rough Country, and then we're gonna go ahead and transport this thing on my gooseneck to a tire shop. It's called 4-Wheel Buy in Chesaning, Michigan. Really good friend of mine named Jake. He does lift kits, wheels and tires, stuff like that. I think this is gonna be a really exciting video. We're gonna see this black LMM Silverado completely transformed into something different. A soldier, staff sergeant in the US Army, active duty, dropped off his truck at my shop to do very minimal work to it. But what he doesn't know is when he comes back, he's going to pick up his truck and it's gonna look completely different. So I contacted the guys at Rough Country and I told them about a soldier that's leaving his truck at my shop, and I'm like, what do you guys think? And guys, they came through, man, they did. This came in within a couple days, I gotta say. So basically, I ordered everything on the menu that we have. We have some more parts coming in, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But I was talking to Kyle a long time ago, asking him what his plans were on the truck. I asked him if he wanted to put a lift kit on it, and he was like, probably not. I don't want to do anything extravagant. Probably, you know, 3 to 4 inches maybe is what he was kind of thinking. Maybe some bigger tires, but other than that, he didn't want to get too crazy. Now, the guys at Rough Country emailed me and said, absolutely, Josh, we'll go ahead and do this. We support our military, and it would be such a great way to give back to them. So huge shout out to Rough Country. Thank you guys so much for that. As a matter of fact, I just finished installing a Rough Country lift kit, a 6-inch actually, on my truck, the LMM Duramax, the red one that we have, and it looks sharp. And then I also contacted Anthem Wheels, man. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. I told Anthem Wheels the story as well. These guys sent me a set of rims, and I'm gonna reveal those to you at the end of the video. You gotta watch this because that is the cherry on the top, man. Once the lift kit's installed, I didn't go extravagant. I didn't do a 6-inch lift kit, but I did do a 3-inch lift kit. So I thought this would be only fitting to throw a set of 33s on there. Anthem sent me some killer looking wheels for this truck, and we are not done, man. We still have truckloads of parts coming in for this truck, man. So I'm gonna keep making videos until I can finally do the big reveal, but it's probably only gonna be like 3 videos from now. So yeah, hit the notification bell, subscribe, man. You can see we have a 20-inch light bar. This is Cree LED, single row. This is gonna look sweet. If you guys have this body style truck, it doesn't have to be a Duramax. It would fit perfectly right there. It's gonna look so good. I can't wait to install that. We do have the awesome rugged Rough Country fender flares. Moving right along to this right here. I'm so pumped about this. So this is a tonneau cover. It's a trifold made by Rough Country. And this is the reason why I'm doing this. He has one of these roll-up tonneau covers. I mean, these aren't a bad thing to have, but I think he's gonna love the trifold, man. All you gotta do is unclip it from the ends. 1, 2, and then 3, clip, and that's it. You don't have to worry about, you know, rolling it up, taking forever to roll it up, and then of course ratchet strapping it down. We'll be paint matching these in the garage today. I got this black mixed up already, and we're gonna throw a coat of clear right over it. Of course, I'm gonna use adhesion promoter just to make sure that everything sticks properly. I'm gonna do a how-to video on my other YouTube channel, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We will go through sort of the install process on this, but if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do it because it's sort of a backup channel for me in case this one does go down. This is a Rough Country 3-inch lift kit. As you can see, we have the 3-inch blocks. Of course, you will need an alignment. Now, they don't give you the camber and caster bolts. You will be reusing your old ones or just buy brand new ones. They're gonna give you your torsion lift keys as well as the 3-inch lift blocks. Also a brand new set of U-bolts and then your front and rear shocks. I believe these go from 0 to 3 inches, so these will definitely make the reach. Also, one more thing, I will be personally sponsoring this build as well. I've already purchased a 33 12.5s for this truck, so you guys will see that here later in this video. And I will be installing a set of PPE HD tie rods. You guys can check this out on my website. It's truckmasterdiesel.com. And use my discount code, Truckmaster10. It'll save you guys some coin. And then not in this video, but you guys already know my style, man. We're gonna be throwing an air dog on this truck as well, so stay tuned for that. So as you guys can see, we went ahead and went with the gloss black, the same exact color as the truck. Guys, this is gonna look amazing once I'm done with it. I still gotta lay the clear coat down. And I went ahead and ordered the Boost Auto Parts tow mirror caps. We're gonna go ahead and do something in a later video on that. I power washed this frame before I brought it in the shop, but I went with a Rust-Oleum black. It actually looks really good. Of course, if your frame is toast, you know, you're just basically spray painting your frame. But, oh, by the way, don't use the undercoating, the rattle can undercoat. It's such a bad deal. I mean, if you guys live in the north and you guys got salt beaten against your frame all the time, in between the frame and the undercoat, it'll actually build moisture. What I've seen over time is that it'll actually rot your frame away from the inside. Definitely let me know in the comments if you've used the undercoating spray and have you seen good success with it, because I never have. They have brand new ball joints already pressed into the upper control arm themselves. So this is gonna be a very clean and simple install. You're gonna wanna go ahead and take a paint pen or a marker and just basically mark that notch, exactly where it would be. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and remove the nut underneath here that connects to the actual steering knuckle. And then we'll go ahead and pop this. I'll show you guys exactly how to do this because this can be very dangerous. Move your brake hose bracket to 10 mil. To the upper control arm is an 18 millimeter nut. Just go ahead and loosen it all the way to the bottom of the threads, but leave that nut on, because this right here is preloaded. You gotta be very careful. You have to pop this up. Now, like I said, leave the nut on there, because if you don't, it's just gonna explode in your face and possibly hurt you. Just like that. Go. All right, let's go ahead and put our shock in since we have access. Alright guys, now that we have everything installed, we're going to go ahead and reinstall our clip from the upper control arm. I'm actually going to go ahead and zip tie this in, that way it doesn't, because it looks like this is kind of loose. So from what I'm hearing, if you remove the cap here, you're going to see a little notch. So that notch, if it's facing the frame, that is the driver's side. On the very back here is 1 1/2 inches. Or the biggest adjustable you guys have. Have this kind of out. I want to show you the difference, guys. We're talking a tremendous difference between the two. The guy lives on a dirt road, so we want to make sure that we have the most beefy tie rods on the front as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and take a tape measure and measure from end to end. I'm gonna take this other tie rod and loosen or tighten it to the actual size of the measurement that I got, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and install this one. When you install these, if it's a 6-inch lift kit, then yeah, it's gonna go up higher. The stud will be pointing downward. But since we're just doing a 3-inch, we're gonna go underneath. And if you have a stock ride height truck, it's gonna be the same principle. But if you do have a lift kit, you do have to flip these. Tighten up as needed, and you should be good to go. The fact that he has upgraded upper control arms as well as the PPE HD tie rods, man. There's some beef in the front. I think he's really gonna like it. So check it out. I used the hoist and I just lowered it down on this jack stand, which pushed up this leaf spring. You guys can do this on the ground too, that way. Or use your jack. Go ahead and take your lift block, go ahead and slide it in there. If you can't line up the dowel with the lift block, take a ratchet strap and basically ratchet here to this axle. Basically just ratchet it until it drops in the spot. Once you've done that, go ahead and take your U-bolt, set them in place. Line up your bottom bracket. All right, this will come loaded with a little strap. Go ahead and cut it. And as it's going down, you're gonna line that bolt up. You gotta be quick. There you go, boom. Just like that, guys. And go ahead and tighten everything up. All right, so go ahead and get underneath the truck and locate your torsion cross member. These are your torsion bars right here. You're gonna do it on both sides. Right now they're preloaded. All right, so now that we're loose, we're gonna go ahead and remove it the rest of the way, and we're gonna go ahead and put tension right there in order to hold this up so we can slide this bracket out. All right, guys, the fun part. We're gonna have to compress the stock torsion key using this tool right here. You can rent it from AutoZone, Auto Parts Store. That should do it. All right, just be careful where you put your fingers, but there it is, guys. It's loose, guys, but that key is rust seize weld into that torsion bar. So we're gonna have to work it loose somehow. I'm probably gonna go ahead and just skip the nonsense and take my air hammer and just drive it right back here. Move that torsion bar forward. That way this key will fall right out. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, guys, I don't think we're budging. I'm probably gonna have to put heat on it. It's been like an hour now trying to remove this torsion bar from the stupid torsion key. So let me show you exactly what I did. I didn't have any other choice, so don't get upset if you're watching this, but here's a really cool trick. All right, so what I did is I just took my angle grinder and I just cut right there, okay? It broke it free. I was able to air hammer it right out, no problem whatsoever. So if you guys run into this issue where you guys can't take out your torsion key, all right, take your stupid angle grinder. You guys can see I did end up having to cut the cross member a little bit, all right, in order to get up there, but I cut it all the way up to the bar. I did a YouTube video on how to remove a Pitman arm. I did the same exact method and it worked. If you imagine that this was actually inside of this cross member, all right, I just went ahead and took this thing right here and just zipped it up all the way up to this bar, and then I just took my air hammer and just drove it right through, man, and it dropped, no problem. I used heat, I used a stupid bottle jack and a metal bar. Hopefully this will help somebody. I'm gonna post a separate video on this on my other channel. So hopefully that helps somebody, because that's insane. So we're completely done. I have everything installed with the exception of the 20-inch light bar because it's pretty late tonight. So we'll go ahead and throw that on in another video. We have the Rough Country lift kit installed. It looks awesome. You're probably thinking that these wheel flares look a little silly, but guys, it'll all come together once everything's installed. We have the wheels on, the mirrors, stuff like that. So just wait on that, seriously. It does look silly, I know. But okay, on to the next day. We are here in the next day. We're in Chesaning, Michigan to be exact. Done a couple YouTube videos here at 4-Wheel Buy. This is the owner, Jake. How you doing, Jake?
Good, how are you today, Josh?
Awesome, sir. So the reason why I have Jake on here is because we were talking about this. I told Jake, I said, check it out, man. We want to do this soldier giveaway truck thing. I need to drop off some wheels and tires, and I need it back. And he was kind of wondering what was going on. I told him, and he wanted to be a part of it in some sort of way, which I think is really cool, man. So we really appreciate that. Your support to the military.
Definitely, yeah. We've always wanted to do something with the military. I mean, we got to help a little bit in this aspect, but not a lot as, we would, I guess, like to. We'd really like to do a little bit more, but we did what we could, and really happy to be a part of it.
It was kind of like at the ending of everything. So I was trying to figure out, because Jake was like, how can I help? And I'm like, man, I kind of already have everything covered.
Yeah.
So he was like, what can I do? And I was like, well, if you pay for the mounting and balancing, and then the tire pressure sensors, and then lug nuts,
as well.
Which I'm sure you already have, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yep.
so we're good. And also, just get it aligned. If you could do that, man, that'd be huge. That would be huge.
Absolutely, that's not a problem at all. So I'm really happy to be a part of it.
If you're interested in purchasing wheels, tires in this local area, definitely check them out. I'll leave that information in the description. And huge shout out to that company for supporting this whole deal right here, because it's really helping us out tremendously. But here we go, guys. So we have it here in the shop. Really, all we're gonna do is just put the wheels and tires on it, and then it's gonna be their truck for a couple days, because I'm gonna be back here with the gooseneck to pick it up. But let me know what you think overall so far. I mean, we have the Rough Country fender flares. I think they look pretty good. I paint matched them in the garage. I'm not a painter, but I think they turned out pretty nice. Of course, you see the 3-inch lift kit up on the front end here. Check this out. We got the front upper control arms. Everything is just looking good, man. Everything's looking great. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put these wheels and tires on. Let's go ahead and look at these really quick.
They look familiar.
Yeah, they do. Okay, so we are looking at a set of 22 by 12. These are called Anthem Off-Road Equalizers. Anthem Off-Road Equalizers.
Yeah, those look familiar.
Yep. She has a set of these on her truck. Sitting on a set of 33 12.5R 20s. And these are the Comp MTXs. These are the mud tires. I think they're gonna look really sharp. Really was contemplating whether or not I should take her wheels and tires and switch them out. But no, I can't do that. But
He needs some new stuff.
yes.
New.
Yeah, he needs some new wheels and tires. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get these things on and see what they look like. Oh man, look at these guys. Woo. That's gonna look so good on that truck.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, back up and like, look at the tire in the truck. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good.
Oh, you're gonna have to cut that bumper for sure.
You think so?
I think so.
I hope we don't have to cut no bumpers. Back up and look at the mont. Look how wide this is right here.
It's
Yeah.
not even on, Josh.
Yeah, we gotta stack it like 5 spacers on each end, you know? It's like a remote control car, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Like 5-footers. Check it out, guys. The Anthem Equalizers are installed. It looks beautiful, man. I'm so pumped about this. I think Kyle's gonna love this truck. What do you think, Jake?
I think it looks great. It always makes a big difference with wheels and tires getting bolted on after the lift kit. It's definitely a good feeling when you get to see it all together.
Kind of like the cherry on top.
That's right.
You know, you get all this work done, you have hours and hours in it, and then all of a sudden, it takes us 10 minutes to put on some wheels and tires.
Yeah, and that really makes it. The last 10 minutes really make it.
That's crazy. The only place around that will actually bolt on your 22 by 14, they can figure out a stretch. That's why I drive. I mean, he's 45 minutes from me, so
Well worth the day.
definitely worth it. So, oh, also I might be buying a set of rims for me today as well.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Well, I'll stay tuned for that one. All right, bye.